Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are live. I'm sorry, I am extremely late. But the Bears and the Vikings here on Monday Night Football. Let me pull up the comments. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry, I'm very late. Let me get the game on. Hold on 1 second. Alright, but the Bears on to attempt a 48-yard field goal here on 4th and 14. With already just 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And it is no good. It stayed right. Cairo Santos misses. And the score will stay at 0. Ignore this for the moment. I will fix it. Yep, definitely is game time. Sorry I'm so late. Alright, hold on 1 second while I get this correct. Hold on 1 second. That's not good for the Bears. I'm gonna put the Bears in like a blue. Hold on. There we go. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We've got the Bears and the Vikings tonight on Monday Night Football. Make sure to vote in that poll if you guys have not already done so. So far, everyone has said the Vikings. My vote would go towards the Vikings as well. Don't have Justin Jefferson tonight for the Vikings, but I do still think they will be able to win this game fairly easily, because obviously the Bears are not very good. Let me check my score prediction. I said Vikings 28-17. But the Bears and Vikings tied at 0 after a missed field goal from the Bears on the game's opening drive. Justin Fields was good, 8 of 8 passing for 37 yards, but ends in a missed 48-yard field goal. Ended up going 14 plays, 47 yards, 9:08 off the clock, just to end in a missed field goal. It's one of the most impressive missed field goal drives you'll see. But welcome to the stream, everybody. I feel like I'm forgetting to do something, but I don't think I am. It's weird. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Ball marker, maybe? This doesn't seem right. But from the 38 is where the Vikings take over, 1st and 10. Dobbs looks to throw. Dobbs gonna launch one deep down the field right away, and that is caught by Jordan Addison. No, incomplete. Addison, the intended target, incomplete, almost caught at the 12. Let's see. Here's another replay of it. He caught it for a second. I think that is incomplete. Let's see, does it ever hit the ground? You'll need another look at this, but I'm not sure that ever hits the ground. Alright, we're not going to get another look. 2nd and 10, Dobbs hands off to Chandler on the left side, and he's going nowhere, gaining only a yard. Bears 24. To rush. Nope, Dobbs brought down for a sack. Back at the 30. Montez Sweat with the sack. The trade deadline addition for the Bears. And they force a quick 3-and-out. Alright, I'm not sure if it's like this for you guys or if it's perfectly fine, but my stream is not playing smoothly. Oh, here we go. Maybe? I'm not sure. But hopefully everything's playing smoothly. But Ryan Wright on to punt it to Trent Taylor after the Bears get off to a good start this game, despite the missed field goal. And this is fielded at the 25, which is right where he's taken down. And Justin Fields and the Bears offense will come back onto the field. You just changed your account. Okay. So far, results in the poll. Everyone on the poll has said the Vikings will win. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. My vote would go towards the Vikings. I have them 28-17. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the rosters for each team just in case there's a player I don't know. Which there probably will be. You say you changed your account. Did I know what your other account used to be? Just so I can try to keep everyone on, like, keep everyone straight in my mind. Oh, okay. Now, got it. Thank you. Alright, but waiting for them to come back from commercial break here on Monday Night Football between the Bears and Vikings. Bears get the football back at their own 25-yard line with 4:14 to go in the opening quarter. Alright, they're back from commercial. Fields takes a high snap, and on the option, Fields is going to keep this. Fields going to turn the corner across the 30-yard line. Fields out of bounds following a pick of 12 and a first down for the Bears. He got off to a great start, completing his first 8 pass attempts. Although only about 37 yards on those pass attempts. So here's a 1st and 10 for the Bears up to their own 39. Fields pump fakes. Looks like he wanted to go deep. Now he's going to set up the screen here. And on the screen here is Roschon Johnson. He's got plenty of space ahead, and he's taken down inside Viking territory at the 39-yard line. Chicago going to pull the upset tonight. I mean, with how they've started, they definitely can. They just got to keep this up. They've gotten off to a great start. Fields 9 of 9 for 59 yards. Here, off play action, Fields is Gonna escape the rush, and now he is gonna get taken down. No, he somehow got rid of that, but that's gonna be intentional grounding, or at least it should be. They're gonna say it's a sack. He did an insane job just to get rid of there. Or just get out of the pocket. I think he actually may have gotten rid of that. But it's the same idea. Grounding is going to put the ball at the same spot. Here Fields calls timeout with the play clock at 4. Justin Fields averages 3.1 yards to throw, which is the... What? Alright, the Bears... Gonna get backed up 5 yards because there's 12 men in the huddle. They just showed the replay of Fields getting hurt against the Vikings when he dislocated his thumb, which was very similar to what that play just looked like. Fields looks to throw on second and very long. He's going to find his tight end Cole Kmet for a gain of 5. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 22. Sorry, 3rd and 21 is what it's officially spotted as. The Vikings have the highest blitz percentage this season at 46%. That is 9% higher than second place, which is the Buccaneers and Giants, tied at 37. So 3rd and 21 from just inside Vikings territory. Play clock at 2. Fields looks to throw against a 3-man rush. He's going to set up the screen to Roschon Johnson. Johnson is going to get up to the 38-yard line before he's taken down, which may get them into field goal range. We'll have to see. Remember, they missed a 48-yarder on their first drive. So here is a 4th and 10 for the Bears with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. They're going to leave the there's no way they go for this, right? 4th and 10? No way did they actually snap this. 4th and 10 from the 38. You got to kick a field goal. They do snap it. Vikings bring pressure. Fields underneath that is caught by Kmet, but he's got plenty of space ahead of him. He's got a first down and more inside the 20-yard line, taking down to the 14. What a bold decision there for Matt Eberflus, and it pays off as the Bears inside the red zone after a huge 4th down conversion. I don't know who was responsible for Cole Kmet, but there was nobody within 20 yards of him. Some trickery is right. I mean, how in the world do you go for it on 4th and 10? It's not like it's 4th and 2, 4th and 3. It's 4th and 10. And 2, I mean, I just don't know what happened to whoever was supposed to be covering Cole Kmet, because he ended up wide open. Ends up being marked a 24-yard catch and run. Getting it from the Vikings 38 to the Vikings 14. That's where it's officially spotted. And after that completion, Fields remains perfect on the day. 12 of 12 for even 100 passing yards. Cole Kmet already up to 6 catches for 39 yards. After the Vikings lost to your Broncos, no more respect for them. Not impressive to you. Well, I mean, the Broncos, they've been better as of late. I mean, they won yesterday pretty convincingly over the Browns. No, the Browns are the Browns did lose Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He's also not great, but the Broncos, they've been better. So I do understand that the Vikings, they haven't been insane, but they've been better. But obviously saw the Broncos put together a good game with the Vikings, or kind of a good game last week. But I definitely understand what you're saying. But I mean, the Broncos, they're actually doing pretty good. It's 6-5. They're tied for the last wild card spot, which is kind of crazy. A 5-0 run. All I heard how the Browns defense was going to clean house. Yeah, I thought that as well. I thought the Browns defense would control that game. But apparently I was wrong. Here is a 1st and 10 handoff to Roschon Johnson running left, and Johnson will pick up 7 yards on the first down carry to open up the second quarter. So here is a 2nd and 4 for the Bears after a 6-yard pickup by Johnson on first down. Fields, off play action, rolls out right. Fields on the run. He's going to throw towards the end zone, just throw that away. Incomplete. That's his first incompletion of the day. So that brings up a 3rd and 4. Denver defense got waken up, and seems Russ is playing more confident and having fun. Yeah, he's really a huge difference between last year and this year. I mean, I think I saw he's top 5 in passing touchdowns. And plus, yeah, that defense has been a lot better. So here is a 3rd and 4 from the 8-yard line. Fields going to swing this out to Johnson. Johnson with a blocker ahead of him is only going to gain about a yard. Not much space there after the catch. And now I've got another 4th down here for the Bears. This time they're going to send on a field goal unit. So another good drive there for the Bears. Gets them deep inside Viking territory, getting it down to the 7-yard line. And here is a 25-yard field goal from Cairo Santos. Missed a 48-yarder, but this one is good. And the Bears get on the board first and lead this one 3-0. Good call, collect the points. Yep, good call to take the points right there. I probably would have tried the 50-yard field goal, or however long that would have been. But that's just me. I didn't love going for it on 4th and 10. But drive does end up resulting in a field goal. It ends up being 10 plays, 67 yards, another long drive, 5:39 off the clock. But that 4th and 10 play was from the Vikings 38. So that would have been about a 55, 56-yard field goal. Somewhere around there. So, I mean, it's understandable they opted to pass that up. I just think it's kind of insane that they opted to go for it on 4th down. Which, obviously, you're not punting from there. I would have kicked it and risked it, but it's just me. Bears strike first. Yeah, yes, they do. They've looked really good so far. That was a gutsy call on 4th. Yeah, it really was. But, I mean, if you're if you're going to, I mean, if I knew it was going to be that wide open, I'd say, yeah, go for it. But I would have kicked it. But, I mean, they still end up with, like, the same thing. Same result in a field goal, so same idea, but just my thoughts on it. If you guys can do me a favor and hit that like button, we've got just 4 likes on this stream. If you guys can do that, I would greatly appreciate that. Alright, they're back from commercial break. Vikings gonna get the football back, trailing 3-0, with 13:35 to go in the first half. The Bears have run 22 offensive plays to just the Vikings' 3 offensive plays. So this kickoff is a touchback, and the Vikings will take over at their own 25-yard line. Apparently, Bears lineman Tevin Jenkins was injured on the play, so hopefully he's okay on the field goal. Dobbs on the rollout, he's going to just tuck it and run for a gain of 3. Excuse me. So here is a 2nd and 6 from their own 29-yard line. Dobbs will hand off to Alexander Madison running left. Madison breaks the tackle. Madison picks up a first down, gaining 8 on the play. On what I believe is his first carry of the day. So here is a 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 37-yard line. Dobbs under center. They go I formation. They hand off to Madison running right. Madison this time taken down in the backfield. A loss of 3 on the play. Tremaine Edmonds, the free agent signing from the Bills this past offseason, with the stop there for the Bears. Takes down Alexander Madison for a loss of 3 on the play. So here is a 2nd and 12 following a 2-yard loss. Tremaine Edmonds in his 6th season has been the first 5 with the Bills. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler. Dobbs takes a shot down the sideline. That is picked off, underthrown, and intercepted by the Bears. Now on the return, crosses the 40-yard line, and he's taken down at the 37. What a start to this game for the Bears. Underthrown from Josh Dobbs. And the Bears take over with excellent field position. Jalen Johnson with the interception. And I think we may be seeing a face mask here as well on the tackle. Let's see. They're talking it over. Nope, never mind. We're going to see unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. By number 6, that's Kyler Gordon taking his helmet off. That's actually a good decision by Josh Dobbs to go there. I mean, he's open. He's just got to make a better throw. That is severely underthrown. So now, apparently Kyler Gordon's face mask broke, which is why he took his helmet off. But I think the penalty is going to stand anyway. Which I disagree with. But Jalen Johnson, that is his third pick of the season. So here is a 1st and 10 at their own 48. Still excellent field position for the Bears. Fields pump fakes, now rolls to his left. He's going to have to run this. There's too many linemen downfield, and he's just going to throw this away. Now here comes the flag for ineligible receiver downfield. That was supposed to be an RPO. But Bears just too far downfield. That's why Fields just had to get what he could there. Now I'm confused. 2nd and 10. What happened to the penalty? So here's a 2nd and 10. And now we got flags that come in prior to the snap. As the play gets blown dead. False start on the Bears. It's on the rookie Darnell Wright. Rookie right tackle from Tennessee. The Bears have had 41 penalties accepted. That is the most, or tied for the most coming into this week. Tied with the Seahawks. So 2nd and 15 at their own 43-yard line. Fields looks to throw. Gets it out quickly. That is caught by Herbert, but he's taken down right at the point of the catch, gaining only a yard. Nice play there by the Vikings defense. Byron Murphy with a nice tackle in space. Here's a 3rd and 14 from the 44. Darnell Mooney in motion. 3 receivers wind up to the left of Justin Fields. Fields looks to throw. Fields going to step up in the pocket. Direct traffic. Fields going to throw downfield. That is incomplete. Mooney the target. It's incomplete. A little bit high. Was hit. Ed was trying to catch that as well. And the Bears going to waste the excellent field position and go 3 and out. He's just too high with the throw there. I mean, Darnell Mooney's wide open. But Fields got to make a better throw. So 4th and 14. The Bears waste the excellent field position and will be forced to punt it away. You're back? Welcome back to the stream. So here is a 4th and 14. The Bears will send on the punt unit for the first time today. It's a low snap of the punt. But he gets it away, and this will be fair caught at the 13-yard line with a flag on the field. Ball is officially spotted at the 12, so misjudged that a little bit. And let's see what this flag is going to be. This is going to be either running or roughing into the kicker. Or running into or roughing the kicker. It's running into the kicker. The Bears decline the penalty, opt to just keep the Vikings with the ball at the 12. How do I get this? How do I get this statistic so fast? What do you mean? Regarding what? Just in general? Like, if they show something on the game, then I'll just say that. But otherwise, if I want to check, what I do is I exit full screen and then switch tabs. And then I've got the stats pulled up there. Josh Dobbs still does not have a completion today. 0 of 2 with an interception. Need points off turnovers, mix in some running plays. Yeah, they really did need that point. They really did need points off of the turnover. What did the horse say to the donkey? No idea. Yeehaw got them oranges. Okay there. But 10:31 to go in the second quarter. Bears lead this one 3-0. Justin Fields 14 of 17. Passing. As I said a second ago, Josh Dobbs still without a completion. So here is a 1st and 10. Addison in motion. Dobbs hands off to Todd Chandler up the middle, and Chandler will pick up 6. What did I say to Tom Grossi? I haven't said anything to Tom Grossi. Todd Chandler last week against the Broncos, 73 rushing yards, 37 receiving yards. Both those were career highs. Dobbs to the sideline, incomplete. Looking for Addison. Another throw too high. Although we do have a flag on the play. This is roughing the passer. Alright, let's see how bad this is. It's on the rookie Gervon Dexter Sr. Alright, I think it's going to be because he landed on him. We'll have to see. It's not weight. It's because he lands on him. Okay, that's kind of understandable. I still don't love it, but it's understandable and it's not, like, ridiculous. Yeah, 15 yards right there. Here, Dobbs throws quickly out to Osborne, who's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Another nice play made by Jalen Johnson. Had the interception before. Nice tackle in space. At the line of scrimmage right there. That was the first completion of the day for Josh Dobbs, though it doesn't go anywhere. Here is Dobbs' second completion, and another tackle right at the catch point. Addison able to hold on to that one. And pick up 5. So here is a 3rd and 5 for for the Vikings. Get your comment in a second. Empty backfield for Josh Dobbs. Dobbs looks to throw against a 4-man rush. Dobbs steps up in the pocket. Gonna float one down the field, just too high and incomplete. Looking for TJ Hawkinson, but a flag is down on the opposite side of the field. Some of these calls are questionable. What on play can't even hit anymore. There's definitely a lot of calls, specifically roughing the passer, that are just awful. But I mean, that is one I could kind of understand, because that's one where he landed on him with his body weight. But I still don't love it. Illegal contact here for the Bears. Gives the Vikings a fresh set of downs. That is on Eddie Jackson. So here is a 1st and 10. Dobbs off play action. Throws underneath. That is caught by C.J. Ham, the fullback, and he's going to gain 4. We'll bring up a 2nd and 6. Illegal contact is another penalty that I don't love. I mean, I understand the purpose of the rule, but I don't really like it. Because you're like not even allowed to touch the receiver beyond 5 yards, which I really don't like. I understand how you can't like tackle the guy, but there's no illegal contact in college. Here's the jet sweep to Brandon Powell. Powell makes one man miss in the backfield. He's going to gain 2 on the play to bring up a 3rd and 4. But, yeah, illegal contact. There's no illegal contact penalty in college football, and you don't see guys just tackle receivers so they have nowhere to go with the ball. So, that's another one where I understand the point of it, but I don't like it. Especially with how much it's called. So here is a 3rd and 4 for the Vikings, with 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. Bears show blitz. They rush 4. Dobbs over the middle, off the hands, and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. Off the hands of Jordan Addison. And picked off by Jaquan Brisker. The 2nd interception of his career. First one also came on Monday Night Football last year against the Patriots. That one, Jordan Addison has to catch. It's going to be a long night. Yeah, it really is. I'm just looking at how it started for the Vikings. You can kind of get that feel, because they went from throwing a bomb to Jordan Addison on their first play from scrimmage, which I'm not sure ever hit the ground, even though it was ruled incomplete. And then now you've got... I'm going to read your comments. We'll get there in a second. Now you've got 2 turnovers in their last 2 drives. So I mean, you can definitely tell it's going to be like that. Or it's going to be... It was going to be this type of game from the start for the Vikings. Who do I have winning the Pac-12 championship? That's going to be such a good game. Washington, Oregon for the second time? I really have no idea. Now I know Washington won before, but... And that was at Washington. Oregon probably should have won that game with some bad decisions by Dan Lanning and stuff like that. But if I had to pick it right now, I'm still picking Washington. They've shown they can win in different ways. They've found ways to win recently, and that's how I think they'll get the win in the Pac-12 championship game. But that is just me as of right now. That could change between now and Friday. I felt like Chicago was... I was going to get out early and not look back. Back-to-back turnovers. Yeah, back-to-back turnovers is big to that. Now, they just need points, because they didn't do anything off the last one. Where they went 3 and out. And now, let's see if they can do anything off this one. That one's got to be called by Jordan Addison. They show the replay. That goes through his hands and hits him in the face mask. Well, here is a 1st and 10 for the Bears. Here they throw this out to DJ Moore. Moore on the catch and run. He is taken down following a pickup of 11. Nice catch and run there for DJ Moore. And a 1st down for the Bears. Seven minutes to go in the second quarter. Bears lead 3-0. Justin Fields tonight, 15 of 18 for 113 yards, 18 rushing yards. Here they go to the ground. Fields, and he's taken down for a loss of a yard. Nowhere to go. And now Fields very slow to get up. Though he does appear to be okay. That's the risky run of running your quarterback right into the defensive line. Oh man, he took a big hit there. From 52, I don't know who that is. But here is a 2nd and 11. Fields is okay, which is good to see. He's looked great so far. Fields, hands off to Johnson up the middle, who's going to get maybe a yard, not much space. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and 9 here for the Bears. Clock management. Yeah, clock management is kind of big here. You want to try to run this clock probably as much as you can. With 5:40 to go. But it does put you in a tough spot. So stop watching and do your homework. Well, doing your homework is probably a good idea. I don't know, maybe. How much homework do you have? 3rd and 9. Fields throws to the outside. That is incomplete. DJ Moore, the intended target, a little bit low and outside. And the Bears going to be forced to punt it away. You have an hour of homework. Oh, okay. Well, might want to get that done. For you, it's 6 p.m. Okay. We'll get back to that in a second. Here's the punt to Brandon Powell, who will field this at the 15. Not call for a fair catch. Now Powell on the return, going to break this to the outside. Powell out of bounds at the 30. Great return there for Brandon Powell, 15 yards. Sets the Vikings up with excellent field position. And let's see if they can actually do something here. They really haven't moved the ball at all. No, you shouldn't unsubscribe and stop watching, but you probably should do your homework. What if you do your homework at like halftime, or like start at halftime? Fields is kind of iffy. I don't like Chicago, but I think they'll win tonight. They could win tonight, but that still doesn't really change my view on Justin Fields and what they'll do this offseason. I still think they're going to move on because they're almost certainly going to have the first pick. But I still think the Bears. Here's what I think the Bears should do. I think they should go this offseason. You got to fire Matt Eberflus. You have to bring in an offensive-minded head coach, and you should go get a quarterback because you're likely going to have the number 1 pick with how bad the Panthers are. Even though, I mean, they did fire Frank Reich, but I don't really think that changes very many things for the Panthers. So the Bears are going to have the first pick most likely, with the Panthers being the worst team in the NFL. Obviously, the Bears have the Panthers pick from the trade last year. So from the Bears, fire Matt Eberflus, bring an offensive-minded head coach who's going to develop your young quarterback. That's what I think the Bears should do. Dobbs throws outside, quickly caught by Alexander Madison. Madison spins inside and is taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Bring up a 2nd and 10 with a little under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Each team still with all 3 timeouts. Bears lead 3-0. Just realized didn't change this ball marker. Quarterback who, looking New England, quarterback's not easy to replace. Yeah, but I'm Justin Fields. He hasn't really been it for the Bears. I'm thinking this was the year for Justin Fields to prove it. You improved the offensive line a little bit. You brought in DJ Moore as a great receiver, and he hasn't done anything with it. Dobbs throws quickly to Addison. He breaks the tackle. Addison's still on his feet, forced to bounce at the 47. And there's a fresh downs for the Vikings. But, yeah, I know the Bears' offensive line still isn't good, but they've tried to help Justin Fields, and he hasn't really been great, so I just think it's time to move on. And probably I would say Caleb Williams if you got the first pick. But obviously, quarterback is a very hard position to replace. Jordan Addison actually, his knee was down right as he caught that, so he didn't end up breaking that tackle. So that's probably going to come back. Was a 17-yard pickup. That comes back to third and 6. So a 4-yard pickup. Smart Young Announcer will be broadcasting NFL games one day. Thank you. Glad you think that. Greatly appreciate it. Chicago needs work. Yeah, they really do. I mean, they're just in a pretty bad spot right now. I mean, when you trade away the number 1 pick, you don't expect to have, like, the number 3 pick. That's not the team you traded it to. So here is a 3rd and 6 for the Vikings on their own 35. Dobbs looks to throw. Throws to the outside. That is almost intercepted for the 3rd time today. Jalen Johnson almost just got a 2nd. Nearly picked off. And if that was picked, that was going for a touchdown. Jalen Johnson does a great job reading that. Cutting in front of TJ Hawkinson. But 4th and 6, the Vikings punted away yet again. It's either been turnover or their punts tonight. And here is a fair catch at the 18 by Taylor. So 3.5 minutes to go. Bears lead 3-0. But the Vikings, they have been terrible. Just 5 passing yards when you factor in an 8-yard loss and sacks. Josh Dobbs 5 of 9 for 13 yards and 2 picks. Nearly just threw a third. Rushing, they've got 19 rushing yards. And their drives have gone 3 and out. Interception, 3 and out. Slow game so far. Yeah, it really has been. Almost half, right? Yeah, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. So, almost halftime. Now, if you're the Bears, you probably try to run this clock so you can try to make this the final drive of the half, right? I mean, 3.5 minutes to go at your own 18-yard line. I mean, you already might use 3.5 minutes to go down the field, but probably start off with a couple of run plays, especially because you've been pretty pass-heavy so far. So, that's what I would say. I was smart. Don't give Minnesota the ball back. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, their offense hasn't been good, but I mean, you don't want to give them a chance. One broken tackle or one missed tackle, one blown coverage, something like that. That's all it takes for a touchdown. So obviously, ideally, try to make this final drive of the half for the Bears. Now, each team does have all 3 timeouts. So the Vikings, if they use them strategically, it could come down to them potentially using timeouts to try to get the ball back. They show Justin Fields in the background losing his mind after that dropped pick. But here, Fields in the offense back on the field at the 18. Fields throws to the outside, quickly caught by DJ Moore. Moore was in blockers ahead. DJ Moore into the secondary. Moore out of bounds after a nice catch and run. Second catch and run we've seen. A nice play to DJ Moore. St. Brown with a really nice block. Darnell Mooney gets a good block as well. And then DJ Moore goes up the sideline. That one nearly picked as that's DJ Wanham jumped up and batted that down. Trying to throw a similar designed play this time out to a different receiver, not Darnell Mooney. Not DJ Moore. If Chicago scores here, Minnesota is in trouble. Yeah, definitely was how their offense has been. Here they throw a backwards pass to DJ Moore. He doesn't look like he's going to throw it, and Moore this time only losing a yard. Not throwing the ball downfield much this drive. I don't know if they just don't trust the run game or what it is here, but they have not ran the ball much at all. For the Bears, a lot of just simple swing passes, screens, stuff like that. Here is a 3rd and 10 with 2:17 to go in the first half. Bears 3 of 8 on 3rd down. They started 3 of 3 since 0 of 5. 3rd and 10. Fields with time. Fields stumbles, escapes a sack attempt. Now Fields going to tuck it and run. He's out of bounds after a gain of 3 with 2:02 to go in the second quarter. He had all day to throw, just could not find anywhere to go with the ball. But we reached the 2-minute warning here. And the first play following the 2-minute warning, the Bears will punt it to the Vikings. But I mean, I don't know what it is with the Bears. Why are they not running the football? I mean, all those passes were just simple, either screen passes or swing passes, something like that. They've run the ball 9 times for 40 yards. Justin Fields, their leading rusher, 4 carries, 21 yards. You take him out, that's 5 carries for 19 yards, which isn't great, but it's not terrible either. But I don't know if they don't trust themselves to run the football or what it is, but I don't know why they're not running the ball. Fields just run the ball 22 times and has 135 passing yards, averaging 6.1 yards per throw. DJ Moore has more yards after the catch than he does actually receiving yards. Running will open the pass game wide open. Not smart running the football by either team here. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to see if the Vikings have like a really good run defense. I mean, they do. The Bears actually have a good run defense as well. I did not realize the Bears are the best run defense in the NFL, allowing 79.5 rushing yards a game. The Vikings are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, allowing 94 rushing yards a game. So I mean, I understand trying to like extend the run game with these little screen passes and swing passes, stuff like that. Using something like an extension of the run game, you got to at least try to run the football. After bringing it up, yeah, that goes for both teams. I mean, it seems like the Vikings have done a fairly even split because they have 9 pass attempts, 6 rush attempts. But that's because they've only run 15 plays. Really 16 when you factor in the sack. For the Bears, they've run 31 plays. 22 of them have been passes. They've actually run 33. And 24 of them have been passes when you factor in the 2 sacks. So, you really run the football more. This punt goes into the end zone on the bounce. And the Vikings will take over their own 20-yard line with a minute 50 to go. Each team with all 3 timeouts. Both teams seem flat. Yeah, both offenses not really doing much. Bears with 3 points, but that's it. The Vikings have 3 first downs today. 2 of them have been by Bear penalties. So, 1st and 10. Here they toss this to Chandler. Chandler makes a cut, and he's going to get taken down after gaining only a yard. Montez Sweat with the stop. I would say defensive game, but neither offenses are doing anything. Yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, both offenses doing absolutely nothing. I mean, defensively, the Bears have made a couple of nice plays. They've made some nice tackles in space, holding the Vikings to not much yards after the catch. They've made a couple of nice plays on the interceptions, but otherwise, both offenses just not good. 2nd and 9, Dobbs going to take a shot down the field. That is caught by Brandon Powell up to nearly midfield. Maybe that's going to get the Vikings going offensively. Nice throw to Brandon Powell, goes up to get them. Not a very big receiver, but he's able to make the catch. A really nice catch against Kyler Gordon, who's not in a terrible position either. Here's a 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Dobbs zips one over the middle. There's another completion to KJ Osborne. And now here with 43 seconds to go, we get a timeout called by the Vikings. Their first timeout spent by either team here in this first half. But that might be the first time the Vikings have completed back-to-back passes for the first time. They may have done that for the first time today. We've got 43 seconds to go in the first half. 2 timeouts left for the Vikings. All 3 still remaining for the Bears. The ball is going to be on the Bears 39-yard line. Dobbs looks to throw. Dobbs going to float one down the field. Incomplete. TJ Hawkinson, the intended target. There's a flag down. Kyler Gordon in coverage again. It's going to be pass interference. It is on Kyler Gordon, so they go after him twice. One, he gives up a big completion to Brandon Powell. The other gets called for pass interference against TJ Hawkinson. Yeah, he is grabbing the arm of TJ Hawkinson. So that's understandable. Bears have 6 penalties for 71 yards. Vikings have not been called for penalty. Here is a 1st and 10 at the 38. Powell in motion. Dobbs, off play action. Dobbs rolls out to his left. Dobbs is going to get taken down for a sack. Potentially, he got rid of the ball, but that's going to be grounding. If there's a flag that comes in, it's going to be holding anyway. Most likely. So that pass did not go past the line of scrimmage. Looks like we're going to get 2 fouls on the offense, if I had to take a guess. Probably going to get a holding and a grounding. If you're the Bears and you're smart, you decline the holding, accept the grounding. Yeah, there is 2 fouls, okay. Holding is declined, grounding is accepted. There's no 10-second runoff because of the holding call. I think Dobbs was able to get that away. 6 for 71 yards. That's a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. And the Bears, the second most, or tied for the most penalized team in the NFL, with the Seahawks. They showed that before. But that is a problem. That was the first Viking penalty of the day. Here's a 2nd and 24 with 29 seconds to go. Ball on the Bears 27. Dobbs is pressured. Dobbs escapes this one sack. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Dobbs still looking downfield. Now he's just going to throw this one away. So with 19 seconds to go, here comes a 3rd and 24 for the Vikings. A first down will be inside the 3-yard line. Dobbs did a nice job escaping the Bears' pass rush several times on that play. So here is a 3rd and 24 with 19 seconds to go. don't want to take a sack here for Josh Dobbs. This field goal is already backed up longer than it needs to be. They set up a screen here to Alexander Madison. Madison gets it back inside the 20-yard line to the 16. And the Vikings will wind this clock down, call a timeout, and kick a field goal. So the Vikings call a timeout with 4 seconds to go, and will send on Greg Joseph for a field goal try to close out the first half and tie the game up at 3. Very low-scoring first half. So this is going to be it's like a 35-yard field goal. 34-yarder. Greg Joseph on field goals this season, he is 17 of 22. That's 77%, a long of 54 yards. Here's a 34-yarder from the right hash to tie the game up at 3 as the first quarter expires. And the kick from Joseph is right through the uprights. I was about to say right down the middle, but it was not right down the middle. But it's through the uprights, and it is good. The Vikings will get the second half kickoff. So the game tied at 3 as we head to halftime. Very, very low scoring first half. As well, just bad offensive play from both sides. But the Vikings, they will get the football to begin the second half. And with how bad the Vikings were in the first half, especially on offense, I think they're glad to be going to the locker room. The game is still tied at 3. But I'm going to go take a quick break as I do at halftime of every game. I will be back in a couple minutes for the second half. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me as I took a quick break. But the game tied at 3 at halftime. Very low scoring game so far. Both teams have just been awful on offense. Bears have moved the ball a little bit, but haven't really done a ton with it, resulting in just 3 points. The Bears really could be leading by a lot more than they are at the moment, because they've 158 yards, plus they started... They picked off Josh Dobbs twice and nearly had a third. Their first drive, let's just say they got points there with a field goal. There's 6 points in their first 2 drives. They went 3 and out, which was off the pick, right? Yeah, they should have scored, let's say, a touchdown on the pick. Then this one's also off pick. So let's say they scored both touchdowns, or let's say they score touchdown and field goal off the picks. So there's at least 16, plus they could have had another with the dropped, probably pick 6 by Jalen Johnson. So you're talking at least 23 points right there. But what a missed opportunities offensively for the Bears, but the Vikings offense has not been good either, so can't really complain about that too much if you're the Bears. But as far as my updated score prediction goes, I originally said the Vikings would win 28-17. Definitely not going to be that high scoring with how terrible these offenses have been. Instead, let's go... with... I'm going to stick with the Vikings, and let's go 13-10. Very, very low scoring. Let's go over some stats from the first half. Justin Fields, good first half for the most part. 17 of 22, 135 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Was sacked 2 times for a loss of 17 yards. Justin Fields, also the Bears' leading rusher, 4 carries, 21 yards. Khalil Herbert, 3 carries, 13 yards. 3 carries, 11 yards. And Roschon Johnson, 2 carries for 8 yards. Receiving for the Bears, DJ Moore, 5 catches, 42 yards. Roschon Johnson, 4 for 40. Cole Kmet, 6 for 39. Khalil Herbert, 2 for 14. Trent Taylor, Darnell Mooney, both 1 target, no catches. Passing for the Vikings, Josh Dobbs, 8 of 14, 64 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, was sacked 1 time for a loss of 8 yards. Rushing for the Vikings, Ty Chandler, leading 3 carries, 8 yards. Alexander Madison, 2 carries for 6 yards. Josh Dobbs, 1 for 4. Brandon Powell, 1 for 2. And receiving for the Vikings, Brandon Powell, 1 for 28. That came all on 1 play, obviously, which is the longest play either team has so far. The Bears' longest play is 24 yards, which was the catch and run on 4th and 10. KJ Osborne, continuing with receiving stats for the Vikings. KJ Osborne, 2 for 12. Alexander Madison, 2 for 11. Jordan Addison, 2 for 9. CJ Ham, 1 for 4. TJ Hawkinson, 1 target, no catches. But I'd like to see the team try to run the football a little bit more in the second half. We've seen a very, very pass-heavy first half. Alright, I'm back to connect. Just somehow came disconnected for a second. So sorry about that. I don't know what caused that, but I'm back. All the stats were not good. Yeah, that's definitely true. Stats, not very good. I mean, the Bears' defense was good. Or you could say the Vikings' offense was terrible. I mean, the Bears' defense did make some nice plays, limiting the Vikings' yards after the catch. They did a really good job tackling at the catch point. And also, they made a couple of nice plays, getting some picks and stuff like that. But otherwise, just not good. And then you go over to team stats. It's not much better. First downs, Bears lead in that category 9-6. Bears have run 33 plays. Vikings have run 22. Total yards 158 to 76 for the in favor of the Bears. 4.8 yards a play for the Bears. 3.5 for the Vikings. Passing 118 to 56. Bears lead. Rushing, the Bears also lead, although neither team run the ball much. 40 to 20. Both teams no touchdowns in one red zone trip. Bears 6 penalties, 71 yards. And the Vikings 1 penalty for 14 yards. They've also turned the ball over twice. Bears with no turnovers. No defensive or special team touchdowns. And also, Bears lead in time of possession by quite a bit. A 1947 to 10-13. But the second half should begin shortly. Them 2 picks but no points from turnovers. Got to do better for the W. Yeah, definitely. They've got to. They have to really make sure to just capitalize off the other team's mistakes. I was thinking Chicago feels like a toss-up at this point. Definitely does. I mean, I was thinking the Vikings pregame. I thought they'd get it somewhat easily. But obviously we'll have to wait and see. Oh, it's up. Just waiting for the second half to start. How about you? How's your homework going? Alright, they're going over first half highlights, so the second half is going to start in any second now. So the second half is set to begin. The Bears have it teed up, and Cairo Santos sends it away. The Vikings get the football here to begin the second half, and will begin at their own 25-yard line, following the opening kickoff being a touchback. And let's see if either team is better on offense here to begin the second half. Results on the poll through the first half. 68% of you guys said the Vikings will win. 32% have said the Bears will win this game. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. But not good tonight for the Vikings. 76 yards, 3.5 yards of play, 2 turnovers, nearly a third. Addison in motion. Dobbs hands off to Madison. Madison makes a cut. Alexander Madison into the secondary. Makes another cut. And a gain of 21 there on first down for the Vikings. See what happens when you try to run the football? Good things happen. Don't know why these teams haven't run the ball. A 21-yard pickup there on first down. Nice running there for Alexander Madison. That last play doubled the amount of rushing yards they had, going from 20 up to 41 on the game. Dobbs under center. Dobbs off play action. Is pressured. Dobbs is taken down for a sack. A big loss there. Going to lose about 8 or 9. Montez Sweat for his second sack of the day. Jaquan Brisker also came on the corner blitz. Jaquan Brisker in there as well. 17 sacks for the Bears this year. That is the fewest in the NFL, though they've gotten 2 already today. Dobbs to throw on 2nd and long. Underneath, that's caught by T.J. Hawkinson, who's hit hard by Kyrie Gordon after a pickup of 6. That is the first catch of the day for Hawkinson. That was a big hit from Gordon. So here is a 3rd and 11. T.J. Hawkinson had 0 catches for the first time. 0 catches in the first half for the first time to the Vikings. Here's a blitz from the Bears. Dobbs gets rid of it, finds Hawkinson, and he is well short of a first down. Forced to bounce at his own 49-yard line. Had to get to the Bear 44, well short, and the Vikings going to be forced to punt it away. But, going back to what I was saying, T.J. Hawkinson held without a catch in the first half. That was the first time with the Vikings he didn't have a catch in the first half. Here they're going for it on 4th and 7. Dobbs looks to throw, throws to the outside, caught by Hawkinson, who is short. Hawkinson is short, and the Vikings going to turn over on downs. Nice defensive play there, made by Kyrie Gordon. Against T.J. Hawkinson, who's a lot bigger and stronger than him. He is short. Nice defensive stand there for the Bears. And the Vikings go for it on 4th and 7, but come up short. That was not an easy 4th down. And also, you're going for that from just inside your own territory too. I don't like going for it there. Usually I like going for it, but both times we've seen teams go for it on 4th down. The Bears on 4th and 10 and the Vikings just now, I would have punted. Actually, the Bears would have kicked a field goal. But so I would have not gone for it. Here the Vikings end up just short. Don't love that decision to go for it from Kevin O'Connell. Makes no sense. Yeah, I don't love it, especially with the Bears only having 3 points on the board. I understand the offense hasn't been good, but you move the football at least just a little bit on that drive, so it's okay. I mean, I'm also fine going for that if that's like I'm okay going for that if it's like a 4th and probably 4 or less, but I'm not going for that if it's a 4th and 7. But waiting for them to come back from commercial, a fake punt would have worked better. Yeah, I mean, it could have. 1st and 10 here from the 45. Fields is pressured. Fields backpedaling. Fields rolling out to his right. Fields escapes the rush for a second now, throws it away. I think the coach was trying to spark the team with that call. a complete fail instead. Yeah, definitely looking for some kind of spark offensively. I thought maybe they could have gotten that with the throw to Brandon Powell down the sideline before halftime, which, I mean, did a little bit. They got into field goal range, but just offense has just been bad for both teams. The Vikings have allowed just one touchdown in the first half over their last 7 games. That has continued to today's allowing just a field goal in the first half. 2nd and 10, they go to the ground with Johnson running right. Johnson breaks tackle and is taken down following a pickup of 7. Daniil Hunter, one of the league leaders in sacks, with the tackle there. But also, that pass drive for the Vikings, we saw them get a big run there of 24, or 21, and then they completely abandoned the run for the rest of the drive. Now, I know they were set back because of the big sack, but still not a... I maybe would have gone to the ground on 2nd and long, not really sure. Here is a 3rd and 3. They hand off to Johnson up the middle, and Johnson picks up the first down. He gains just enough, gaining 3. And a fresh set of downs for the Bears. I like to see the Bears trying to run the football a bit. I'd like to see both teams try to get the run game going a little bit. So here is a 1st and 10 from the Viking 45. Fields off play action. Fields has that one knocked down at the line of scrimmage. He holds the ball for way too long. He wanted to go deep, then decided he was just going to try to dump it off in the flat to who was his initial read. But that one deflected the line. There was a defender right in his face. DJ Wanham's second pass deflection brings up a 2nd and 10 here for the Bears. Fields hands off to Johnson up the middle. Johnson spins away from one defender and picks up 5 on 2nd down carry. So that brings up a 3rd and 5 here. Justin Fields' average yards average completion is 3.3 yards downfield. Bears have not thrown the ball downfield at all, despite Fields having over 100 passing yards. So here's a 3rd and 5 from the 39-yard line. Empty backfield for Fields. Fields on a design quarterback run picks up the first down, and he slides at the 29. I like to see the Bears running the football here. Both teams come out and run the football a little bit here on their opening drive of the second half. But Fields 135 passing yards at 31 rushing yards. Here's a 1st and 10 from the Viking 29. Fields hands off to Khalil Herbert running right, and Herbert not a ton of space, gaining only 2 on the play. So here comes a 2nd and 8 for the Bears following a short pickup from Herbert on 1st down. Play selection to drive 5 runs, 2 passes. Ball on the 27. Fields throws the screen out to DJ Moore quickly, and he is going to pick up 6. Fields actually still able to get that ball out quickly, but had to actually delay a second because the defender was right there about to knock that down. So nice job by Fields to pump fake that, change his arm swap, and get that screen out to DJ Moore. Bears a lot of short passes. Here, they have 124 receiving yards. 131 of those yards have come after the catch. That's insane. So here's a 3rd and 2. Johnson motions into the backfield. 3rd and 2 here for the Bears. Another screen out to DJ Moore, and he is taken down at the line of scrimmage. The ball came out as well, but I think he was down first. Still waiting for that big offensive play. Well, I mean, for the Bears, you're not really going to get that big offensive play unless you can break one of these screen passes for like a touchdown. Bears fans are probably never going to want to see a screen pass again after this game. Here's a 4th and 2 for the Bears. Cairo Santos on to attempt a field goal. He missed one from 48 in the first quarter. Here's a 39-yarder, and Santos' kick is good. So it is now 6-3 as the Bears lead the Vikings. A deep ball wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, they just don't throw the ball down the field. I don't think I can find this, but I'm going to look. But Justin Fields' longest throw is probably not down the field at all. He's averaging 5.4 yards per pass attempt. Yippee, another field goal. Yeah, I know, right? But, let me look to see if I can see anything. I don't really think so. Hold on 1 second. No, nothing. But the Vikings will get the football back. Again, I'd like to see them try to establish the run a little bit. The Bears did a nice job of running the football. And when they didn't run the ball, they just threw a screen, which is essentially the same thing. I mean, the Bears... I don't know if I read this comment or not. A deep ball wouldn't be a bad idea. I know, just something down the field. His longest throw, now that I think about it, is probably maybe 15 to 20 yards downfield when he tried to find Darnell Mooney on what was a broken play. Just like a scramble drill type play. But that's probably the longest throw of the day. For Justin Fields. For either team. For either team, yes. But, I mean, the Vikings, they've taken their fair share of shots down the field. They started off by throwing it deep to Jordan Addison, which I still don't think that pass hit the ground. Even though it was ruled incomplete. And they've taken a couple of shots downfield. I mean, they threw one to Brandon Powell before the half. But, I mean, that's what the run game can do. Having a good run game can open up some of those play-action passes down the field, so... I'd just like to see teams try to establish a run just a little bit. I'm not saying you have to come out here and run for 300 yards, but just try to run the football just a little bit. Hi, how's it going? How are you? First and 10, here they go to the ground with Alexander Madison. Madison up the middle for a pickup of 7. That's back-to-back times they've started the drive off with a good run play. Last drive, it was 21 yards. This drive, it's 7. And they got to go back to the run here on 2nd and short. You're good? Glad to hear that. Who do you think will win this game? So here is a 2nd and 3. They do go back to the ground with Madison. And Madison picks up a first down, crosses the 40-yard line, and he's taken down at the 43. And I like to see them running the ball a little bit. Madison up to 5 carries for 45 yards. Here's a 1st and 10. Multiple tight ends in the game, 2 to be exact. Addison in motion, Dobbs under center. Addison in motion. Here's the give to Alexander Madison up the middle. This time he's going nowhere, gaining only a yard. I think the Vikings will win. Okay. Yeah, me too. I thought we'd see more scoring, especially so far. And just overall, I guess you could say I thought I'd see more scoring. But I still think the Vikings will win, although both teams need to figure things out offensively. Dobbs pump fakes. Now tries to set up a screen to Ty Chandler, but that's incomplete. And we'll bring up a 3rd and 9. The Vikings have not converted a 3rd down. They're 0 for 5. And here they've got a 3rd and long, a 3rd and 9, which is their average, roughly their average of the day, averaging about 10.8 yards to go on 3rd down. Here's another 3rd and long. So 4:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. C.J. Ham motioned into the backfield. Play clock at 4. Dobbs looks to throw. Against a 4-man rush. Throws to the outside. That is caught by Jordan Addison. No, incomplete. Never mind. There is a flag down in the field, though. He had it for a second, broken up. It's defensive holding. So that will give the Vikings the fresh set of downs. Jalen Johnson with the penalty there. He's played a good game. You take the Vikings just because they have Justin Jefferson. Okay. Not sure if you know this, but Justin Jefferson's actually not playing tonight. Still battling that hamstring injury. But he should be back next week. My favorite player on the Vikings? Not sure. Dobbs dumps this off to Ham out of the backfield, and Ham is going to get taken down for a loss of a yard to bring up a 2nd and 11. But my favorite player in the Vikings, probably either Justin Jefferson or I really like Harrison Smith as well. So here is a 2nd and 11. Dobbs quick throw, caught by Addison for a gain of about 5 on the play. A good player in the Vikings. No, he said favorite player on the Vikings. But T.J. Hawkinson is good. Justin Jefferson's good. So here is a 3rd and 6 from the 47. Dobbs looks to throw. Going to swing this out to Chandler out of the backfield. Chandler taken down after a gain of 3. Nice tackle in space by T.J. Edwards. And now let's see what the Vikings' decision is here on 4th and 3. They went for it last time on 4th and 7. It appears they're going to keep the offense out there. 4th and 3. The Vikings will line up to go for it. How close are they to the end zone? They're on the Bear 44-yard line. Dobbs looks to throw. He's got time. Over the middle, that is deflected and intercepted for the 3rd time today. Edwards with the interception, and the Bears will take over at the 31-yard line. I like the decision to go for it there. Just good coverage there. Causes the deflection of the pass. And it's incomplete. Sit him down. I mean, Josh Dobbs really hasn't been, like, awful. He's made a couple of bad throws. He's thrown 3 picks. Not all of them are his fault. One of them, he hit Jordan Addison right in the face mask, and he couldn't catch it. The other, that one is just unfortunate off of the deflection. But he has definitely not been very good today for the Vikings. I mean, who even is their backup quarterback? It's Nick Mullins. I mean, is he really any better? But the Bears, they pick off Josh Dobbs for the 3rd time today. Bears actually ended up losing yards after that interception. Would have been better off just to knock it down. Because they would have gotten the ball at the 44 rather than the 31, but I'm still forced to turnover on downs. I feel the quarterback's the leader of the offense. He's been flat. Never heard of the backup quarterback. Yeah, Nick Mullins, I mean, he's kind of just bounced around. Never really been very good. He's on the 49ers for a couple of years. He's been on the 49ers for 3 years, on the Browns last year, and up the Vikings. I mean, never really was great. He started for the 49ers 2 years, 2018 2020. Not the entire year, but I mean, in those games, he was not good. 13 touchdowns, 10 picks in 8 games in 2018. And 12 touchdowns, 12 picks in 10 games in 2020. So, I mean, I don't really think he's going to be any better. But yeah, the quarterback is definitely the leader of the offense. And just the entire offense has been flat today, really for both teams, but especially for the Vikings. Just missed that first down play. It was a run from Justin Fields that picked up a Bear first down. But the Bears, as it stands, currently have the 1st and 4th overall picks. So here's a 1st and 10. They toss this to Roschon Johnson, and Johnson will pick up about 6 on the first down carry. The Bears with a 12-game losing streak in the division. That ties the longest losing streak against division opponents in franchise history. So here's a 2nd and 4 from exactly midfield. Fields hands off to Johnson, who is patient, but a lane never really opens up, and he's just going to gain a yard. Justin Fields, 19 of 26, 141 yards, passing, 44 rushing yards. The 141 passing yards really don't show how he's done because he's just thrown the ball, like, even with the line of scrimmage. Here is a 3rd and 3. Fields throws downfield, finally, and he gets DJ Moore to the 39 for a first down. Nice to see Justin Fields just throw the ball more than 2 yards. And that could be the final play of the quarter. We've got 20 seconds left. They don't have to run another play. Let's see if they do run another play. There's 5 seconds left in the quarter. They may just try to draw him off right here. Oh, they do snap it. Fields underneath, caught by Cole Kmet. Kmet is taken down after pickup of 5. A lot of short throws for Justin Fields as the first quarter expires. So we head... Oh, what am I doing? Not supposed to do that. There we go. I'm supposed to change this. We head to the 4th quarter. The Bears lead this one at 6-3. So we will have to see how... Oh, we have to see the 4th quarter plays out. Hold on 1 second. Fans must be thrilled. No touchdowns in the game as of yet. Quarter 4. Yeah, I know. I mean, this game's been so slow. Maybe this 4th quarter is different, but with the way it's going, wouldn't really count on it. It's been a very boring game to watch, but luckily you guys have made it enjoyable. Here is a 2nd and 6. Fields hands off to Johnson, who swung down in the backfield by Danielle Hunter for a loss of a yard. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 here for the Bears. Fields on 3rd down, 8 of 10 for 37 yards, 4 first downs. Vikings show blitz. They come after Justin Fields. Fields throws quickly, that is knocked away, looking for DJ Moore. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 8. Byron Murphy, another good play. Forcing the incompletion. And now, that was snapped from the 37, so that would be field goal range. Yeah, 55-yard field goal here for Cairo Santos. It's going to be a long one. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Here's 55 yards from the left hash. Santos, it is up and good. Oh, I'm adding 3, not putting 3. So it is now a 6-point game as Cairo Santos nails a 55-yarder. And it is now 9-3. Might as well just call this field goal bowl. So 6-point lead here for the Bears. That's the biggest lead either team has had so far today. And the Bears needed a long field goal to do so. Vikings really just need to get the offense going in any way possible. I mean, 3 turnovers, 3.8 yards a play, not very good. But I mean, they're only down by 6, so I know touchdowns, very rare in this game. In fact, we haven't seen one. But we will have to see. Let's see how the rest of the game plays out. Don't remember when the last time we saw a game with no offensive touchdown from either team. Wow. Or not even offensive touchdown, just last touchdown. No, that's not what I'm trying to search for. It says the Saints had no touchdowns against the Falcons yesterday. Let me see if I can find it just looking at scores real quick. I don't know if it's been this year or not. I mean, it could be. I just don't remember it. I mean, even the Giants-Patriots, which was 10-7, had touchdowns last week. Or yesterday. Yeah, but one game with no touchdowns. I really don't remember the last time. One of the games all time. I mean, it's got to be a while. I may have found an answer. Just want to see if they're back from commercial yet. They probably are, and I missed it. Yeah, they are. 2nd and 4, so a 6-yard pickup on first down. And we've got an injured player. And neither do I. That's a good trivia for the stream. When was the last game with no touchdown for either team? Alright, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I found the answer as long as there was been none more recent. As long as there has been none so far this year, I found the answer to that. So if you guys have a guess, let me know. Next commercial, I'll tell you guys the answer. Hopefully that's accurate. Here is a 2nd and 4. Addison in motion. Dobbs under center. Dobbs hands off to Todd Chandler up the middle. And Chandler going nowhere. He's stopped right at the line of scrimmage. He runs into a wall. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. So here is a 3rd and 5. The Bears, I think they put that stat up incorrectly. Here's a 3rd and 5 from the 30. Dobbs looks to throw. Dobbs throws quickly underneath. That is caught by Addison for looks like he's going to have enough for a 1st down. They will give him the 1st down. And the Vikings get a much needed 1st down. 1st and 10 at their own 36. Dobbs pressured. Oh, he almost just threw. Oh, now he does throw a 4th pick. He almost threw a pick to a defensive lineman while he was able to keep it in the air by juggling it long enough. So it was then picked off by a sliding Kyler Gordon. The 4th interception of the day for Josh Dobbs. Justin Jones, the defensive tackle, was just bobbling it. He kept it in the air long enough and ends up being intercepted by Kyler Gordon, the 4th interception thrown by Josh Dobbs. That is crazy. So 1st and 10, the Bears take over at the Vikings 38-yard line. The Bears had 10 interceptions in their first 10 games. They've got 4 in their last 7. 7 in their last 2, including 4 tonight. Here's a pickup where the ball comes out, but the Bears are able to jump on it. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that ball does come out there, but Bears able to recover. So here is a 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground with Johnson up the middle for a gain of 3. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Now I put in my 2nd stringer just because, sorry, Dobbs. Yeah, I mean, the picks, not all of them have necessarily been his fault. I mean, they've been a couple off deflections like that one. But he has not played a very good game today. Here's a 3rd and 4. Fields looks to throw. Vikings bring pressure. Fields throws. That is caught by Darnell Mooney, who makes a sliding catch, gets up, and is taken down at the 22-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion there for the Bears. Leaves them just outside the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 here with 10:40 to go. Here they toss this to Johnson, makes one man miss in the backfield, and is just going to be able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not a ton of space on that run. Tossing it to the short side of the field. I still don't really understand that. What's the point of tossing to the short side of the field? You're just asking for a lot of blockers. To go over there. I mean, I understand if you have like a powerful running back, just try to power it in there. If you have numbers to that side. Fields steps up in the pocket, and Fields loses the ball. I think that's recovered by the Vikings. Vikings ball. The Vikings with a huge fumble recovery. The first Bears turnover, and that is a huge turnover. What a mess is right. Field steps up in the pocket and just loses the football. It's knocked out by Danielle Hunter. He's not even trying to knock the ball out. He's just trying to sack Fields. And it's recovered by number 52. That's Sheldon Day. And the Vikings will take over at their own 22-yard line. Going back to what I was saying about tossing to the short side field to get blocks. That's all. Yeah, I understand getting blocks, especially if you have like a powerful running back like that in a short yardage situation. I could definitely understand that. But if you have a running back who's good in space, I get it both ways, but sometimes I just think tossing to the short side of the field doesn't make a whole ton of sense. But if you guys have an answer to, I guess what we're calling today's trivia question, when is the last time an NFL game did not see a single touchdown scored? I'm looking through this year's games just to make sure, because the answer I found was not updated. But if you guys do have an answer to that question, put it in the chat. Yeah, the last time there was 0 combined touchdowns for either team in an NFL game. I'm just looking through this year's games just to make sure that's correct, which it looks to be so far. Hold on 1 second. I'm up to week 10. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, yeah. It's actually a lot more recent than you guys may think. The last time there was 0 touchdowns scored in a game was week 18 of last year, when the Jets played the Dolphins, with both teams playing with backup quarterbacks, and the Dolphins won 11-6. Here's a handoff to Madison that's going nowhere for no gain. So here is a 2nd and 10. Addison, man in motion. Dobbs off play action, rolls to his right. Dobbs is going to end up tucking and running. And Dobbs is going to slide after a pickup of about 7. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3. TJ Edwards puts a hit on him as he's sliding. Good no call for a flag. Vikings sideline wanted a flag, but agree with the no call. Josh Dobbs tonight, 99 passing yards, 12 rushing yards, 4 picks. Here is a 3rd and 2 from the 30. Dobbs looks to throw. Underneath, that is caught by Brandon Powell with space ahead. Powell ends up stumbling at the 47. But a nice catch and run there for Brandon Powell gets Dobbs over 100 passing yards on the day, and a key first down there for the Vikings. He slipped the 47. If he didn't slip, there could have been an even bigger play. Because Powell, very good in space, just had to make Eddie Jackson miss before he had even more space ahead of him. 2 catches, 46 yards tonight for Brandon Powell. Also with a 15-yard punt return. Here's a 1st and 10. Dobbs off play action. Steps up in the pocket. Dobbs lets one go deep down the field. Wide open receiver is Jordan Addison, but he's out of bounds. If that doesn't explain how today has gone for the Vikings, nothing does. Kyler Gordon was the guy in coverage. He's injured on the play. Hopefully he's okay. That's why he fell down. Addison just has to be more aware of where he is on the field. But man, that is a huge missed opportunity there for the Vikings. Obviously, hopefully Kyler Gordon is okay, who is the injured player. He was the guy in coverage there, that's why. That's why we saw Addison so wide open. Minnesota coach probably standing with his hands on his hips completely lost. Yeah, I mean, they showed him before. He was thinking, how in the world did we not complete that? But waiting for them to come back from commercial break after the injury timeout to Kyler Gordon. Hopefully he's okay. Doesn't really seem to be anything unusual there. Here's a throw over the middle caught by Addison for a gain of 13. Was that caught? That's really close. It hits the ground, but does he have control first? It was a low throw from Dobbs. I really can't tell there. Did they give him a first down? Bears challenging the ruling on the field of completed pass. It was ruled complete. Let's see, does he have control of it is the question. It definitely hits the ground. There's not a question about that. But does it hit the ground? I mean, does he have control of it? I don't know if there's enough to overturn that, and of course they go to commercial break and don't let us look at the replay. Don't like when they do that. But, I mean, if I had to make a ruling, I would say incomplete. But I'm not sure if there's enough to overturn it. But we'll have to wait and see what this is. Like, if there was no rule in the field and someone just showed me that, I would probably say incomplete pass. But, I mean, that's really close, because I don't really think it moves while it's on the ground. So it's really tough. Tom Grousey has 8,000 viewers. Cool. I know he's always got a ton of viewers. As long as there's control and feet in, it's a catch. Yeah, that is true, but I'm not sure if he gets full control before the ball touches the ground. It's very close. That's where the question is for me. Does he have complete control of the ball before it hits the ground? Alright, they're back. Don't really think it moves at all on the ground. The call stands. Yeah, I don't think there's enough to overturn that, so got that one right. 1st and 10 here. Dobbs hands off to Madison running left. Madison breaking tackles will gain 5 on the 1st down carry. Now that challenge cost the Bears a timeout, leaving them with 2 remaining. Vikings still with all 3 left here in the second half. Dobbs wants a touchdown. I think we all want a touchdown. Here's a 2nd and 5. Dobbs off play action. Looks to throw. Dobbs steps up in the pocket. Throws downfield. That is caught by T.J. Hawkinson to the 18. And the Vikings inside the red zone for the 2nd time today. Now we've got another injured player for the Bears. That's Jaquan Brisker. Hopefully he's okay. You're back? Welcome back to the stream. Nice throw and catch there from Dobbs to Hawkinson. Don't really see anything unusual where you see like an injury for Jaquan Brisker. Obviously, hopefully he's okay. T.J. Hawkinson, no catches in the first half. He's got 4 catches for 43 yards here in the second half. We have 6:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Bears with this one 9-3. I know you only have about 40 minutes of homework. Well, at least you got some done. So here is a 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Bears' 18-yard line. This drive, Josh Dobbs 3 of 4 for 48 yards. Bears lead this one 9-6 with 6:16 to go in the fourth quarter. Dobbs looks to throw. Dobbs to the end zone. Caught! Finally a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson with the touchdown there for the Vikings. And it only takes us 54 minutes and 6 seconds to see a touchdown scored in this game. 8 plays, 77 yards, 3:52 off the clock, right down the field for the Vikings. The extra point from Greg Joseph is good, and the Vikings take their first lead of the day. It is now 10-9 as they lead the Bears after an 18-yard throw and catch from Josh Dobbs to TJ Hawkinson. Josh Dobbs in that last drive, 4 for 5, 65 yards and a touchdown. Four turnovers and Chicago is losing. They put it up right now. The Bears have 4 takeaways. They have 3 points off those takeaways. Whereas the Vikings, they've forced 1 turnover. They've scored a touchdown off of that. And they started deep in their own territory. They had like average starting field position. It was at like their own 27 or something like that. And then you have the Bears, who have gotten good starting field position from the majority of the turnovers they've gotten. I believe most of them, they've started beyond their own 35-yard line. But it takes the Vikings a while to do so, but they finally score a touchdown. And take the lead here with 5:54 to go. TJ Hawkinson on that last drive. 2 catches, 33 yards, a touchdown. He's now got 5 catches in this second half. I got 7 subscribers from this stream. Nice. So I did. Thank you guys for the support. Greatly appreciate that. Thanks for pointing that out. I think we can get to 1,000 before the end of the year. That's my goal. 1,000 by the end of the year. That's been my goal since I hit 900 a couple weeks ago. Here's a 1st and 10 on the carry to Khalil Herbert, who will pick up a nice chunk of yards there, gaining 8. I keep going, don't stop, you'll get it. Yeah, I hope so. Should be soon. Thanks for the encouragement. Here's the gift to Herbert running right, and he will pick up the 1st down, gaining 3 on the carry. No, my name is not Brody. Here is a 1st and 10 with under 5 minutes to go here. Fields in shotgun. Herbert the back one to his left. Here is a quick throw to DJ Moore. It's a bit of a high throw, caught for a gain of 4. So here is a 2nd and 6 for the Bears. Get back to the comments in a second. Here's a quick throw to Mooney, who's blown up. Losing 2 on the play. The Bears go back to their simple screen passes to just the outside. Don't block them at all. And lose yardage on the play. A million subs was the goal when you started, right? Then you found out how hard subs are to get. YouTube is tough to grow on. YouTube is very tough to grow on. But I mean, yeah. I never really had like an end goal when I first started YouTube. Like, all right, this is my ultimate goal to get to 1 million subscribers. I mean, now I guess now it's just get as many as possible. I guess. Oh, Fields loses the ball and it's recovered by the Vikings. Fields took a big hit, and the Vikings recover the football. There is a flag down on the play. It was a holding call, which was declined. Fields was very close to a first down, but he took a huge hit. Fields does a really nice job stepping up in the pocket, but then the ball gets knocked out. Alright, you're doing good though. Enjoy the game. Enjoy your game calling. Keep it up. Well, glad you enjoy it. Who do you get hit by? Let me check. 44, Josh Metellus. He knocked it out. And here the Vikings go to the ground with Alexander Madison, who's taken down right at the line of scrimmage. I think you can get more subscribers if you do the Hot Wheels competition again. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed that, but just not something I'm going to be going back to with where I am now. Yeah, it was a good hit. Here is a 2nd and 10 at the 43. Dobbs under center. Very tight formation for the Vikings. Dobbs hands off to Madison, running right, and Madison will pick up just about a yard. Not much space to run. And that brings up a tough spot here for the Vikings at a 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9 for the Vikings. The Bears called a timeout after that previous play. Stopping the clock with 2:41 to go. So let's see what the Vikings have to go with here on 3rd and 9. Let's see if they put the ball in the air or not. I think you probably have to. Try to pick up a first down here. You don't want to give the ball right back, especially with not being in field goal range right now. Vikings started on 3rd down 0 of 6. Since then, they're 2 of 2. 3rd and 9. Dobbs does look to throw. He's going to set up a screen to Brandon Powell, who's taken down for a loss of a yard. And there, Matty Eberflus calls his 3rd and final timeout. TJ Edwards takes Powell down right there at the catch. And the Bears call their 3rd and final timeout with a little over 2.5 minutes to go. Has Josh Dobbs used his legs at all today? Not a ton. I mean, he's run a couple times, but not very much. Your knowledge of the game and players is good. Well, thank you. Glad you think so. The Vikings will punt this away. This would be looks to be a 60-yard field goal. Had they have gone for now they try to draw him off the fake, bring the punter up, acting like he's going to take a snap. They're now going to take the away a game. So they will punt it away. They could have... opted to kick a field goal, which would have been 60 yards. Greg Joseph's career long is 61. I'll get to the comments in a second. So here is the punt. Trying to pin him deep. It is going to be out of bounds. Not a very good punt. Let's see where this spot is going to come in. Alright, we're not going to see it. But it's not a great punt. It's going to be on the Bears' 22-yard line, so just a 26-yard punt. Let's see, where was I? Can you give me NFL trivia? Sure. Need him to run for at least 50 rushing yards. Yeah, he doesn't have 50, I can tell you that. Are you going to promote my name? Thank you, I appreciate that. Here, Fields looks to throw. Pump fakes. Now Fields rolls to his left. Fields still looking downfield. Now throwing downfield. Caught by DJ Moore. And Moore taken down at the 38-yard line. Nice first play of the drive there for the Bears. And now they go quickly, but they really don't need to. Time is not a factor at the moment. They don't have timeouts, but still 2 minutes to go. Really, 2:03. They don't have to snap this before the 2-minute warning. And they do not. So we reached the 2-minute warning here. Vikings get this one 10-9. And let's see how the final 2 minutes plays out. I was gonna say 50 yards. Come on now, don't be foolish. Yeah, I agree with the punt there too. I know a field goal wins it for the Bears, but I'd rather, if I'm the Vikings, I'd rather force them go the entire length of the field rather than attempt a 60-yard field goal, which is obviously not easy. I'd rather attempt a 60-yarder, I'd rather punt than rather attempt a 60-yarder, risk missing it and giving them the ball like midfield. Number 5 in the LA Chargers, that's Josh Palmer. Vikings need to stop DJ Moore. Yeah, he hasn't had a huge... Well, he's had a huge game when you look at it because they've thrown him all these screen passes. He's got 10 catches for 78 yards. So stopping him will be key, but they haven't really done anything down the field a ton. Because a lot of his throws have been screen passes. I hate Justin Jefferson still not playing. Well, he's still trying to get back from a hamstring injury. Apparently he was close to playing today, but they opted to keep him on IR. He'll most likely return next week. With 2 minutes ago, that would have been dumb, but this game has been iffy to say the least. Yeah, definitely. Okay, who's number 23 on the Chiefs? I should know that. 23 on the Chiefs. I don't know, for some reason I'm thinking Juan Thornhill, but I don't think that's right. Get to the comments in a second. 1st and 10. Fields rolls left. Fields on the run. He's going to get out of bounds after a gain of 5. You're right. Keep round the ball, make good tackles, and we'll win. Are you cracked at Fortnite, my guy? I do not consider myself good. He was a former Charger, if that helps. Oh, 23, Drew Tranquil. Now I got it. Alright, here is a 2nd and 5. Fields hands off. No, he's going to keep this. Fields breaking tackles, and we'll get to the Vikings 49-yard line, picking up a first down in the process. Clock running with a minute 45 to go. Bears have no timeouts. Vikings with all 3 timeouts. So 1st and 10. Fields looks to throw. Fields with time, plenty of time. Now Fields going to scramble to his left. Fields still looking downfield. Now he's just going to throw this away. Could not find anywhere to go with the ball. Wasted 30 seconds on that play. From the end of the last play to the end of this play. Get a pick, it's a game. Yeah, a turnover ends it because the Bears can't stop the clock. So here is a 2nd and 10. Fields in shotgun. Fields looks to throw. Fields with time, plenty of time. Like all day we're talking. Now he's pressured. And Fields is going to throw this one away. So that brings up a 3rd and 10. That play took 9 seconds, so a minute 6. Still on the clock. Don't want to get field goal range. You really don't want to. A field goal would give them the lead. Am I good at Madden? Decent, but still not very good. 3rd and 10. Fields looks to throw. Fields downfield into field goal range. DJ Moore with the catch. He's down, still on his feet, all the way down to the 13-yard line. And now after that play, we've got a timeout called by the Vikings. Their first timeout call. That leaves them with 2 remaining. Bears out of timeouts. 55 seconds left. I gotta stop DJ Moore. Yes, they do. You said that before, and definitely were right. He just ended up wide open. Although DJ Moore is injured after that play. He's up to 11 catches for 114 yards. 73 of those yards have come after the catch. So ball on the 13. Now we got a flag on the play. The Vikings wind up with 12 men on the field. So that gives the Bears a 1st and 5. Am I good at Fortnite? I told you a second ago. Not very good. So here's a 1st and 5 for the Vikings. And the Bears are going to take a knee. And the Vikings call a timeout. Bears go victory. Watch the Bears go victory formation to kick a field goal to try to wind this clock all the way down to miss the field goal. Field goal already. Well, they're going to try to run this clock all the way down. Because the Vikings, they're at, 53 seconds left? They've got 1 timeout. And they're trying to have a chance to get the ball back. Can I add you? No, I'm not going to add you. Sorry. They take a knee again in the 51 seconds. There is the Vikings' 3rd and final timeout. Now, the Bears do need to be smart about this, because they can take a knee here on 3rd down, wind this clock all the way down to about 9 seconds left, but then they're going to have to attempt a field goal with the running clock. Because they cannot stop the clock with no timeouts. They have to get the ball back. Yeah, they do. Alright, here we go. They take the knee. Here comes the field goal unit. My favorite sport is football. Fourth and 9. They have plenty of time. 30 seconds to go. Both teams out of timeouts. Fourth and 9. 15 seconds to go. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. So the Bears hit their 4th field goal of the day. The Vikings will have 10 seconds to work with to see whatever they can do in 10 seconds. Chicago with the win. Yep, most likely. Do I like baseball? I do. Baseball is probably my second favorite sport. Chicago barely. See what you did there. Pulled it off. What about basketball? Don't really watch the NBA, like, at all. But I will watch March Madness. That's one of my favorite sporting events of the year. Even though I'm not a huge basketball fan, but that's just so fun. But overall, I would say not much. NBA, no. College basketball, I'll follow it here and there, and then I'll really follow it in March. The Bears' last win without scoring a touchdown was 1993. And likely going to get one here, unless you get a good return up to the 35-yard one with 5 seconds to go. Yeah, I love March Madness. So Vikings got to get some kind of miracle touchdown here with 5 seconds to go. The Bears sending 4 players back inside the 20-yard line. Dobbs. It will be the final play. Underneath and the lateral start. Osborne. Laterals back to Osborne. Now back to Addison. Back to Josh Dobbs. Dobbs, I think that's a forward pass. Throws it to Hawkinson. Throws it back to Brandon Powell. Throws it back to a lineman. Then throws it backwards to another lineman. They got to get going the right direction. The lineman starts to do that. Then he throws it backwards. And that is fallen on by the Bears. We're going to get a penalty here for an illegal forward pass. Not going to matter. And the Bears will get their first win without scoring a touchdown since 1993. It's a long time ago. 30 years to be exact. Your parlay didn't hit and you lost to the Bears. That's not good. I mean, losing to the Bears isn't good. Good call. See you next one. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed it. And I will definitely look forward to seeing you in the future. But the Bears beat the Vikings by a final score of 12-10. Don't score a single offensive touchdown, yet still get the win. Not going to catch the Lions. Probably not, but I mean the Vikings do have a chance to get into a wild card spot. Because I mean they're now 6-6. I mean, the NFC is not great. You've got the Vikings. They're sitting in a wild card spot right now at 6-6. They're sitting in the final wild card spot. You're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Probably. But the Bears beat the Vikings by a score of 12-10. I still think it's possible to make the playoffs for the Vikings because the NFC isn't very good. Because I mean, you've got the Falcons at 5-6, leading the South. Then you've got four teams who are essentially a lock for the playoffs: the Eagles, 49ers, Lions, and Cowboys, almost guaranteed to get in. Then whoever wins the South, there's a fifth team. And then you've got the final two teams. Is going to come down to a handful of teams. Probably the Vikings, Packers, and maybe the Rams. And the Seahawks. I don't know if I said those. The final two spots are going to come down to probably the Seahawks, Vikings, Packers, and Rams. Oh, we lost to a trash Bears. We lost to the trash Bears. A win is a win for them. Yeah, a win is a win. But I mean, I don't know if the Bears really want to be winning right now. I don't know if this is updated yet with the draft order. Let's see, the Bears are what, 4-8 after that win, so this has updated. They still sit 4th, so that doesn't impact them at all. They still have the first pick and the 4th pick. But that's gonna do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any other upcoming videos or upcoming streams. I do my best to post as often as possible. But thank you guys for joining me. Help make a very boring game not very boring. I shouldn't have lost to them at all. Yeah, I mean, really shouldn't have. The defense played a good game, only allowed field goals, and I mean, your offense has to be able to score more than 10 points. The turnovers really hurt the Vikings. Very boring. You're upset. Yeah, it was a really boring game, but and you're upset. I mean, I would be too if I was a Vikings fan. Losing to the Bears. But that's going to do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Make sure to like this stream, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. I do my best to post as often as possible. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night. And I will see you in the next video.